minutes straight. It's like the most obnoxious hollering. And as soon as I pressed uh, live to turn it on live, they immediately stopped hollering and ended the song. It was like so stressful. And I said something to him about how loud the music was. And he said, "Yeah, I think the owner's controlling it from her house." I'm like, "Well, that's weird. It was really loud." And then the music volume went down like 3 or 4 times down, and then it gradually went back up, and it goes down. And like when I'm watching something that interests him on the phone, the whole place gets real quiet. But this music was just hollering and hollering. Pocket Full of Sunshine song or something, and they're like, thank you, for like several minutes, and I was just like, oh my lord, it was so stressful. And then as soon as I went to press record, they immediately stopped. So right, you hear that bass? It's like a sonic assault on the senses, like to deprive you of thoughts, deprive you of conversation, deprive you of contemplation, consideration. It's a sonic rape. That's what it is. You hear that? You hear all those sounds project? Sometimes they'll get a bunch of people laughing and talking like it's a mob thing, you know? I've seen it like at a flea market, outdoor flea market. People would do it. But the whole place would get quiet when they hear something they want to hear, and they will start talking in half sentences, double speak, and tongues, right? Like not even normal stuff. They do it when they pray in church, right? They say, Our Father, our Father, and all start doing some random timing on some, you know, verbatim soulless nonsense just to create like this feeling of stress. Like for them, that's like that so-called butterfly effect or something. I never saw the movie. I fell asleep. I never see any movie, and I don't like movies. But I remember the part where the guy would start reading something and it would like start getting all blurry, and that's kind of what they do. Sometimes they'll get the back beeping over here, and then people will be slamming the doors, talking loudly. The music will be going boom, 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 ah, and the thing will be going beep, 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 ding, 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 beep, beep. And I'll have to make a phone call to find a place to stay. And tonight, I'm not going to have that. And I just spent $205 to set up an outdoor shelter on the state land in the woods. And the police blew up my spot and the only entrance to it, unless I'm willing to go for miles through the woods to get back to it. And they banned me from the place where I can take a shower, which was kind of why I set up camp there, so I could stay clean and still be homeless. Not that I choose homelessness. They want people to feel aggravated and on edge so they can keep that feel underneath the testicles. That's why they do it. That's what they want. So they can mess with you all night in your sleep. If you're a targeted person or you're compliant or conceding to their abuse, then that's what they want. See how good that sounds, that silence right there? Except for the beeping. Listen how nice it sounds with no music. Oh yeah, if you can hear that frequency, yes. It's well above 7,000 hertz. That one's up around 8 or 9,000 hertz. It's up there, maybe even almost 10. It's like rat repellent sound, like it's obnoxious. song. For the record, I do not like this song. And yes, they came out with this new acoustic version of it or whatever, thinking I like it. Whatever. I can't stand any of this music. They took away my guitars. They took away my space to record. And then they give their interviews and they say, oh, that's the only way. You gotta have, like, you gotta be surrounded with absolute, empty positivity and just people that are conducive to it, or they gotta go. And you gotta have a nice space, and sometimes it takes many days to prepare and record something wonderful. And then they take that from somebody who actually does want to do that and doesn't want to sell that for actual healing, right? They only want to talk about level up and your game and who's winning. They don't want to talk about like real level up in honesty or level out, evenness and fair vantage or considerations or fearless searching moral inventory. They just want to keep making money and having power and control over other people. And then if anybody defies or resists that, which is what I do, I don't defy it. It's like I go around looking for something to defy. They took my children, they took my home, they took my business, they took my vehicles. The police stole my vehicle and gave it to somebody that was raping me, and they drove it for almost 40,000 miles. Or put it on a dyno and spun it for almost 40,000 miles. They plundered my house, they stole my business, they stole my inventions, they stole my music. And now they took all my musical instruments and all my headspace. The police literally came into the woods where I built that encampment, not hurting a soul. And I'm laying down with my head on a roll, finally about to feel the wind, whether I've done it right, so where it's, open on one end where the little smoke pot can go out and where I'm not hurting anyone. I raked the whole campsite with some sticks, because I can't have a rake. And the police showed up, laughing and smiling, saying, oh, you can stay here, there's nothing we can do. Well, then what do you want? What are you doing here? Walking deep into the woods to find me. To tell me that I was banned from the place that I set up camp next to for the reason that I set up camp there, so that I could shower. Because they don't want someone to meditate or contemplate or make or be or feel anything more honest, more clear, or greater or better, or whatever they perceive that to be, than what they do. And that includes the police. They're perverts. That's why I put that slow motion video. You think that doesn't scare the freaking daylights out of me to see something like that? How crazy someone walking around with a badge is that has the so-called authority, and then he'll get fired at the very least if he accidentally beats you or kills you on purpose, right? And then he'll get fired or suspended without pay and not arrested and not go to jail. That's pretty frightening, right? No, I'm not negative, and you can hear that in the background. When I get onto something negative, listen to that singing, how horrible. Oh, that singing is way more horrible than the way I'm speaking. It's freaking spiritually, socially, verbally, and artistically retarded. Intentionally retarded. Oh, it's so false. It's not like a falsetto or a head voice or a vocal. It's just false. It's terrible. It's not terrible to be a compliment. It's horrible. And that's just it. They take someone else's doppelganger, right? Their own doppelganger's thoughts and feelings about, did you want to take my picture? Because I won't remember. I got an issue, right? And they turn it into something where they repeat it over and over, what they call a hook, and they sell it to people. Oh, what's this song about? Baby, you want to spit me out? What the hell? What the hell is this song about? Oh, it's playing at McDonald's. Ronald McDonald House Loves Children. It must be something good. baby want to spit me out. The song is horrible also. And that tone on the guitar. I listen to mine and I'm like, wow, this sounds really tinny and mid-range through the cell phone. They're coming through like super military grade, whatever. Military is obnoxious, right? And it sounds like this, all compressed and icy sounding. It's disgusting sounding guitar. It's horrible. And these are the so-called professionals who profess and do not, and block those who would. Baby tried to spit me out. Yeah, you know what that song's about? Jehovah Witness parking lot. Same place where swing your sister Kate on the garden gate. The Jehovah Witness parking lot where the semen was spit on the ground with the drops of Jupiter in her hair, molested and raped right in the kitchen at 669 South Street. Come on, man. These people are jerk-offs. Let's be honest, shall we? I buy food so I can have a place to sit because the police just took my chair and my campsite from me. Oh, no, they didn't. They said you could stay there. They'll just only show up whenever they feel like and kick me in the head with a boot again. And ban me from a place that I could take a shower and get food from. Can I see this? As I go toward the door, how somebody comes marching in. It is. It's a mob spirit, mob mentality. They all want to check me, block me, walk close to me. What are you looking at? They do. They all do. And some of them realize it and some of them don't. The only thing I need is a place to sit, to lay, to think, to be silent. I lost my children, I lost my musical instruments, I lost my family, I lost my friends, and I'm surrounded with liars. So, real quick, besides thank you for those reasons, I have somebody walk up real close behind me and then real close behind me again, and I'm like doing like this to make sure I'm in the clear to place an order on the thing, and nobody's gonna mess with me. And another one's looking at his watch. Another one makes a reference about my penis. I'm going, that's right, like that. And she messed with me before. But if I say something, I end up in a jail or a mental asylum being beaten, covered in cuts and bruises for saying so. And it's very obvious. That's why somebody made a video called Street Theater in Queens and made no comments. Just wrote Street Theater and showed an aerial photo from the air on top of a building of just people walking around and around and cars going around and around. When a person's targeted, the aggression is pretty severe, and it's influenced mentally, psychically, spiritually, and cognitively by a lot of people. When they're shouting out, thank you, got it, there it is, that's terrorism. That's not normal. I don't have anywhere to go. I literally have nowhere to go. I've been from the woods. Oh, I'm not banned there as long as I'm willing to go to sleep with the thought of the police showing up and attacking me with doors and tasing me in my sleep for nothing. Or somebody coming and jerking off on me while I'm sleeping because now the police showed everybody where I was staying. And made it publicly known, even though it's wrong, that I supposedly have no right to be in the area, no reason or right to be there. Oh, nobody stopped me. Do whatever you want. Well, then what are you doing here and why are you smiling? Asking me, is there anything you can get for me? I said, yes. How about freedom? How about a world where I can go wherever I want to go without the police constantly showing up as if I had done something wrong? They give me a hotel room for the cold, freezing weather. Would I have to wipe out the bathtub with filth and slime and whatever they call it, impetigo and athlete's food and funk and spooge and sputum and the drain caked with hair and the water won't go down and it smells like septic just to take a shower all night long? What wasn't even a whole night. They messed with me, knocking at the walls, laughing through the television, flicking the lights on and off, irradiating me. And then, one person said something normal, but, then what? I'll say, oh, look, this guy said something normal, so I'll point him out, and then what? Then people will bully him. You hear it? You see what this music does? This music doesn't heal. This music kills. It's the opposite of what music is for. And it's so freaking vain. What did she sing about? What did she talk about? See how they even throw in the lyric to show you the track that's stolen? Boop, boop, Tina and Bud, right? And they steal the track. And then they show you and literally make a comment about the song, like, look, this is a track we stole. And then they'll show you 2 or 3 songs in a row with the exact identical drum beat that was stolen. You got me all bent. I don't know what to do. You're so vain, you probably wrote a song about me. You see that? You see, he brings him in with this little goofy hat, and he looks for where I am, in a subtle way, and steers the child and then leaves him behind him. Let's just walk my child in front of the most sexually targeted person in the entire fucking earth. Sorry, Jesus, for cussing. The entire fucking world. And then let him trail behind to the bathroom. Who the You should have seen a guy come in before, big, tall, Negro man, right? Comes in like he's fresh out of jail or freshly going into jail. That has nothing to do with the color of his skin, right? But he's obviously tall and way healthier physically than I am. He comes in looking for me. He's like, what the fuck are you looking at? So I don't know what to say. I gotta say something. I'm like, hello. I'm just sitting here eating fucking food, trying to have a place to sit. And he comes in here looking for me. He wants to beat me up. The other one's coming in looking at his watch. Like, the clubs are wrong. Yes, they are. You see? You see him? He does like this. He goes, and leaves his son trailing behind him. What kind of father does that? It's not to put him down and say, that scum, go get him, fuck him up, you scum. It's for him and everyone in the entire earth to realize that that's not cool. Children aren't bait. Children aren't pawns. Children aren't your toy to do with what you want. Sexually, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, intellectually, or even pseudo-spiritually. Or sonically, or visually, or chemically. Thank you. Good. And whilst he's not aggressive, and he's clearly traumatized, he clearly wants me to see his earrings. I don't want to know about anything. I just want to eat my food. It doesn't mean I don't want to know things, but I certainly don't go somewhere to follow somebody and impress myself on them.
Take care.
Yeah, he says take care, but he makes sure I see his lip tattoo, and it's the guy that walked behind me twice to intimidate me. He's double. If I pretend to be oblivious to it, he'll speak and act very polite to me, but he's not. Yes, this is the place that my first green card job that I ever worked was right here. And the people were so mean. They were so freaking mean. Just unbelievably mean. Like unbelievably mean, but actually mean. Like they would all go to, oh, tonight's movie night. Oh yeah, we're all going right in front of me on purpose. And I would just look at them and I'd say, can I go too, guys? And they'd be like, it's a public theater. Nobody could stop you. I was completely ostracized and shunned and was not a part of the team. It was one of the only jobs in my life that I was ever proud for quitting because of the way that I did it. I heard my real dad's voice in my mind, not audibly. Finish washing all those dishes before you quit. Yes, she's very mean. Wash all those dishes, then quit. Do the right thing. Right? What do you think they come into this back door for? To do their parade. Well, hopefully they get some fries out of it. Oh yeah, the ones you got to watch out for are the ones who have the authority to tell you can never come back here again. That's why I'm banned from 91 places for speaking the truth. Yes, the entire town of Brandywine, Pennsylvania, exactly. The entire town. Right, and wherever they claimed was Tallahassee, it wasn't Tallahassee. It was definitely not Tallahassee. The whole town was a trap house. It was ridiculous. I don't even know where it was. Maybe somewhere off of Delaware. I don't know where it was. Southern New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. I don't know where it was. Or maybe out west. I took 76 to get to Valdosta, Georgia. But 76 does not go to Valdosta, Georgia, unless you're taking County Road 76, which also incorrectly is running. No, that is running correct. It's running east to west. Odd numbers run north and south, right? I took 76 and they made us go around a whole bunch of turns and blockades and closed roads. Like right down the street here, they got a whole bridge closed. No walkway, no catwalk, no way to get across to the other side of town. Well, you got to follow the detour signs. Yeah, for several miles up steep hills on foot and on a bicycle just to go to the next side of town over the highway. I did the same thing over Exit 8. Same thing in the Meadow Hill. It's illegal what they're doing. And a guy with a regular civilian plane car with New Jersey plates pulls up and he's double checking the barricade as I walk by, like ramming it into the gravel, making sure I know you can't pass this or you'll be arrested for going down the road. What would take you an eighth of a mile or 4 miles in the other direction, up steep hills. Not 4, maybe 3. Yes, boom, bang, boom, boom. Right, exactly. Somebody knows. They do the same thing with the dumpsters. They'll pick up the dumpsters and go wham, wham, wham. Beep, 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 wham, wham, wham. Every single day. And I'm not this type of a person. I'm like a person where I'm just like, they call it an occult battery. Yes, they do. And the lady comes up behind me in the store. A guy gives me a ride down to the dollar store. And I'm homeless. And I take it and I thank him. And a whole swarm of gangs started pulling in and running in and parking on the farthest sides of the parking lot just to get next to me. And then stand behind me in line shaking a pack of batteries at me. I'm like, you don't think I know what that means? Then the lady at the register makes sure, oh, hi, Lucille, whatever her name is, makes sure I know. She knows it. Oh, no gang up together and no bear witness against me. Yeah, he was talking very strange. He frightened everybody. I think he needs to go to prison or a mental asylum and be stuck with needles for at least 7 months until he can't wipe his hair falls out and he dies. Whichever comes first. Because they lie. And I'm not like that. I'm like a normal person. Somebody went on my phone and erased in my phone the pictures of beautiful food that I cooked. So I would have a memory of like what I like to eat. You know, with a piece of asparagus and vegetables and potatoes and chickpeas and beautiful salads and things that I made that were like severely healthy. I didn't even buy ice cream. I stopped buying ice cream. I was trying to stay very healthy. I'm not allowed to eat the way that I want to eat. I'm not allowed to meditate or pray or move around the way that I want to move around, right? If somebody's sexually or psychically or witchcraft on me and they're over there doing like this and pretending it's a dance and casting this feeling on me because their friend through a degrees of separation molested me and raped me, right? G easy, he G's so easy. Right? I love it when it comes in 20 seconds because waiting for it gets so boring. Love it when it comes without a warning, when it drops Jupiter in her hair. Come on, man. And then I go like this with my hand or a finger, and they all go, "Did you see that? Did you see what he just did?" So, yeah, I'm already on it. I already called the cops. They're on their way. That's literally what they did. And then somebody writes, which I appreciated that they sympathized with me when they saw the way I was being treated at another location, send her my hate. Well, I don't send anybody. I don't hate anything. My hair looks very good today. With the does look a natural part here, and my natural part is over. I'm not sure. Kevin Bacon hair. Yeah, I noticed that too. Whatever. I look younger. It's the lighting. Thank you. I am younger. They claim I'm 53. I know they're crazy. Crazed. Thank you. Crazed. Why? Crazed. Right? This music. What kind of music is this? Is this music to eat to? Right? It's MK Ultra mind rape music. What is this song about? Nobody who doesn't know the lyrics doesn't know. They only know it's just like Ronnie says, just like Ronnie says, just like Ronnie says. Who cares what Ronnie says? And how many times do we have to hear it? Why can't we hear something? Everybody, why can't we hear something that heals? What did he say? The power to really see? I can't hear him. He's mumbling. What, the key turner's taken off? What? What did he say? See, I could do this math the short way. I say, wow, it's an even number, but I want to take it from the end and do it the long way because I'm trying to develop my math skills, and they make it difficult for me to do math. They being the people who live it, people who purposely sow discord, and they tell people that I'm the one who does that. 10 minus 4 is 6. I did. I spent $205. These are the receipts. $205.17 to set up that camp. and I had to abandon it because I had no other way to get back into it. Except a public place where I was allowed to be, which all of a sudden, without any writing, without any paperwork, I'm not allowed to be. With a guy who will not disclose his name and claims he has a video of me harassing people, including him. Child molester music, thank you. Somebody. I don't like to say things like that, but it's true. See, and now my backpack is so full, I don't have any room to put anything in it, and I can't lay it down flat because I've got left of food in there to take with me so I can stop spending money. It's costing me more money to be homeless. And I had to buy more clothes because now I had a camp to store them in a moisture-resistant bag hanging up inside my shelter. And the police showed up. As soon as I set up everything, this goes up here like a shelf and this hangs over here. Oh, I think I'll lay down now for a minute. Finally. And the police show up in the woods. And they completely pass this tremendous evidence of a medical worker jacket with an American flag on it, all wet with rain, huge, obviously a big man's jacket with a woman's cell phone in his pocket and all kinds of paperwork and evidence there, hanging on a tree branch, and they pass it and come looking for me at a camp trying to close my eyes and ignore stress. That's more important to them than some crazy crack pipe on the ground right outside the store in the parking lot where somebody sat jerking off. It's more important that I closed my eyes and blocked their psychic abuses. Not just psychic, just terroristic, fearful terrorism. That's what it is. I literally have nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be accepted. I have to find a place to lay on the ground where I'm not going to be assaulted, robbed, raped, beaten again, wake up covered in blood, or arrested for laying down trying to sleep. And I'm so tired right now I could lay down. And I'm listening to boom, 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 boom. And all I want is normal, right? They want that psychic touch. All I want is normal, peaceful quietness. Not for everybody to be quiet, but not to be robbing and stealing and trying to cast negativity and pain on other people, especially me. It's like I pulled out a picture of somebody who claims to be one of several people who claim to be my wife. And of several people who go by the same identity. Of two different people who are claiming to be my wife. Two identities claiming to be my wife, right? And several people doppelganging each identity. So he goes, well, you probably should just stick to minding your own business. They raped me, they drugged me, they trafficked my children, they plundered and stole my home and conspired and arranged to have police remove me from my own home. My children are missing, my car was stolen, my business was taken, my tools were taken, my house was plundered. I think that is my business. I'm literally scared to sit in the bathroom because as soon as I go in there and I try to defecate, people come in the bathroom. Sometimes they even knock on the door unless there's somebody in there. And when they know I'm in there and they're trying to sniff it. I had a guy sitting in the stall next to me. I didn't have him. He stalked me. Sitting in the stall next to me, waiting for me to drop so he can go, ooh. Oh, it's a she, and it's a he. Ooh, as I'm crapping. But if I say anything, then I've completely, supposedly, according to them, violated that man, offended him, frightened him, and I deserve to go to jail. That's what abusers do. They cover all their so-called bases with corruption. Like the police officer said, exactly. Anywhere you stand, I'm about to make trespassing. Right, that's not how he said it, but it's exactly what he said. I'm about to make anywhere you stand trespassing. I'm about to go to my law books and find something to arrest you for. Don't you understand? Those two police officers, just by saying that, should already be in jail because they're called to a higher calling and sworn to a greater oath. Exactly. Thank you. And that's severe terrorism and targeting. And that's severe disregard and abuse of power and disregard for law and authority. And righteous civility and servitude. Thank you. Somebody knows. It's not psychic. Common sense is not psychic. Right? This beat sucked. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to cuss. This music's horrible. And he told me she's controlling it from her house. The owner's controlling it from her house. Turning it up, turning it down, doing the playlist, putting the live people singing karaoke on here, doing the remixes, all from her house. Why? They did the same thing to me at Stewart's. A state trooper came in. I'm eating a sandwich. He said, "You got to go." I said, "What do you mean?" "They don't want you here at Stewart's. Corporate was watching you on camera. Apparently you were soliciting religion, and they don't want you here anymore. You're not allowed in Stewart's anymore." Yes, in Hurley. Thank you. Hurley Stewart's. Somebody saw that. I said, "Corporate was watching me." "Yeah, they've been watching you on camera, and you said something about religion." "No," I said, "it's not nice to have these naked pornography pictures of my cousin. Otherwise, this is a good story. Prostitution is illegal, and you've got prostitution on a rack right behind me." But I got banned or under the threat of arrest for saying so. It's called selling or soliciting religion. Notice they don't have pornography anymore, right? Notice the minimum wage at McDonald's is $15 an hour to start. The lady in Five Corners, she said, "You're making waves. You're causing problems." Yeah, she was a manager. Yes, she worked in a mental asylum. She posed as a worker in a mental asylum. Yes, just like she poses as a manager for McDonald's. Thank you. Thank you. They call it doing their tour of duty. And then if you say, "Didn't you used to work in a mental asylum?" they'll be like, "No, I never worked in a mental asylum. Let's have me confused with someone else." Because they never actually did work there, nor were they registered to work there. Right? That did happen. I went to the bank, and that lady Jenny is somebody that hurt me violently, and I was begging for my last $1.49, and she wanted 2 forms of ID. I said, "What? I have a bank account here. It's $1.49. I have my bank account. It's not enough. I need 2 forms of ID to get my $1.49." And I'm pleading with somebody who physically tortured and abused me and had me injected with neurotoxic poisons against my will to get my $1.49 out of the $1.49 out of the bank. Now the other day, I spent over $205.17, and the person shorts me 4 cents, and I'm like, "This is not the correct change." He goes, "Yeah, we don't have pennies." So then don't you give me a nickel? Why am I the one that gets shorted and then get thrown out and banned? Yeah, the lady, I called her, and she actually says that. She says, "Sorry, it's only 33 degrees. I can't allow you to get a room on a code blue, and you're non-compliant. You're under sanction because I wouldn't check in places where they wanted me to be abused, right? These halfway houses with you got to share a room with somebody where you reach through the window to open the door and they smoke crack or pot all night, or you go to another place where they lock you down and there's a curfew and they take your pocket knife and you can't get up and use the microwave and you got to lay next to somebody who's trying to get a feel on you all night, and if you cry out or say anything you get locked up in a mental asylum, and they force an intake on you. Do you question number 35, do you have any mental health history? Yes, my entire life I've been tortured by the so-called mental health system. My entire life. Tortured. Tortured, abused, raped, robbed, lied to, incarcerated, and abused. Physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, financially. Including $70,000 worth of liens against my home that I purchased, exactly. That I worked for, that I renovated. Oh, you didn't purchase it. That girl purchased it. What girl? The team of girls that were love bombing and raping me? No. And drugging me? No. I will never forget that person in my house that wanted me to know I was hypnotized. Right here, right next to my leg. I want you to sit right here. And I walked across the room like that and I sat down. I was under such a strong drug, doped up hypnotism. I wasn't drunk. And then instead of telling the truth, I know what you're talking about, they'll say, no, my sister doesn't have a jacket like that. No, my sister never said that. Instead of saying, no, that wasn't my sister. And then playing the other angle, yes, tell me what I said, and I'll let you know if I said that. Exactly. Because it might be kind of fun to take responsibility for something said in the coven or the hive mind. Where is normal? Why am I listening to yeah, 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 blang, blang, blang? What is this music? What is this? It's the opposite of health. It's the opposite of prosperity, health, and happiness. And it's not even just self-indulgent. It's destructive and it's sonic rape. It's horrible. And all that horny music, right, to keep a person on edge so that their response and their reaction is aggravated for the sake of self-incrimination. So that when a mob of people say he's unreasonable, nonverbal, threatening, frightening, what was the word that he used? Irrational individual. No, that wasn't the word he used. So that when they do that, they say, well, look at how he responded. He immediately raised his voice. He seemed agitated for some reason. But everybody there on the scene, there were several witnesses who were like, what is that over there? That's what they do. And it's not a fair fight. It's like getting put into a ring with a champion with your arms tied behind your back and broken wounded bones, all out of your health, right? It's the same thing in a social setting. They want to say, go ahead, say something. Because the whole world is on their side and all of their lies are on their side, and their lies seem to win against somebody just trying to live and not trying to win or lose. As they check their watch, as they flash their wedding ring, and then they check their phone. So, yeah, he's clearly talking about me. This is evidence. I want him arrested. But he knows I sit here, and he's definitely doing that at me. But if I say so, then I'm an offense. I'm the offense, right? He has somewhere to go. I don't. And he has a huge car, a huge warm car. I don't have anywhere to go. But, oh, you're welcome, bro. We got you, bro. We know what he's doing, bro. We're watching him. We're watching corporates watching him. We're watching him on camera. He's surveilled from the angle. We're listening. We can hear him in our headsets right now. We're all tuned to his channel. That's the crime. I'm not doing the crime. They are. And he's smiling and laughing. Stomach feels sick. I want to lay down. I want to sit down and hold it, but I'm afraid to because I don't want to be homosexually abused. Have somebody on the other side of the wall pounding the wall as I'm dropping, wiping myself. I'm sick of being abused. Or in the bathroom with the volume turning up louder in the bathroom and somebody going while I'm defecating.
Just cause everybody doing what they all do.
She wants a feeling in my ball sack and just gonna have a sideways conversation about it. Oh, random. She sat here and crunched on the paper next to me. That's what they do in the men's institution every day and night. They come around shaking in paper bags, trying to keep you stressed out so that you can't sleep.
¿Cómo está allá, México? ¿Cómo está? ¿Me puedes la crema en la carita? ¿Me mi cariño? Se llama lo que se acaba de hacer. La conversación de la bendición, Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo.
Where can I go sit? It's quiet. And use a toilet or a hole in the ground and lay down because I've been chased out of there. Where do I go? Where I'm not being psychically touched, antagonized, provoked, and made stiff necked and provoked to silence out of fear of arrest. Where can I go? Oh, I wouldn't be wrong if this was being streamed to the police and they were watching it. I wouldn't be wrong at all. It's why they banned me from Pilot, because I said something that came live through the TV, and I said something at the TV like, whatever, that's not cool. This is why Rob went insane. And he wasn't insane. He said there's demons talking to my TV set. Yes, they were. Of course, when we're young and everyone around us is telling us, oh, he's going crazy, we'll be like, poor Rob, he went crazy. That woman said, that's right, I'm talking to you. And then she all but named me. I said, are you not Kalopati? I was like, yeah. Talking to me right in my television set, looking at me like, yes, I can see you right now through your television set. There's a camera in your television set. A man came and took that television set away. I said, gladly, you could have it. It probably got taken apart and looked at for evidence. It was already known. That's why that guy had that pile of busted up electronics with the X on certain parts. What's this X for? Because I put an X on it. For what? Because it doesn't belong there. Yes, he said Black Sabbath. Yes, he did. Want to hear my backtrack? It hurts. Did you hear that? It's pretty loud. This is what I've been arrested for. This is why the police came into the woods. For sitting here, not saying a word like this. It's why they came into the woods. It had nothing to do with stalking people and causing a scene. And yes, I'm filming the FBI meeting right now. Do I look stupid? Look at how stupid these wall tiles are. They're modeled after actual pieces of actual wood from somewhere else. Wow, look at the wide range of it. I don't know, I guess it doesn't mean anything. Or does it? Wait, everything in here means something? Mottled corium? Oh, this metal disc here with braille? Or the clear coat that's on it? The material this bench is made out of? Wow, that's feel familiar. It can't be all relevant. Something's gotta be random, right? Oh, this Formica stuff here, this melamine Formica with this wood grain on it. I mean, it's not random? Wow. This grout is very specific, and the color is very specific, and the name of the color is relevant. Wow. If it wasn't true, I wouldn't believe it. You mean this acoustic tile and why it's called an acoustic tile and why it was selected? All relevant? I'm recording the FBI building. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot. What's it called? Federal Bureau of Investigation. Federal. All places the same. Federal. How about international? How about global? How about the Global Bureau of Investigation? It's called people. It's called reality. It's called exposure. It's called honesty. Well, why is this music faster and faster, louder and louder? Crash, bang, crash, bang, crash, bang, crash, bang, la, la, la. Because they can't stand on sentiment, genuineness, one voice, one sound, some space, no mesmerizing, no studio wizardry, just normal. That's why all my music sounded like crap. And then they locked me in like that because they wanted it like that. Oh, he had his chance. He's horrible. Man, I could make such good music. And they took it. They took it all from me. Yeah, and my inventions too. Screaming FX. Right, thank you. No G and the letters FX. Right, thank you. The Betrayer. I wonder why it's called that. No, I don't. He's talking about closer to free. But the beat's going boom tap boom tap boom tap boom tap boom tap, and it's a multiple layers of vocals going like a robot. It's further from free, and it's not calm, and it's not spacious, and it's not natural. And then that's the other side of the coin. Does somebody go out with a trombone and firecrackers when someone's sleeping and stand over them and do that with horns on their feet? No, but these people do. You dance on someone's grave? These people do. You hear that anti-demon stuff? Deprogramming stuff? So freaking scary. Genuinely. Right? You can have all that stuff on TV and television and YouTube and the internet. But if I go like this with my hand, right? They meet. Oh, corporate saw you on camera. Send in the police. You was doing some weird stuff. You got to come with us. Not a fair fight. The only people who are offended are the offenders. This music literally causes neuropathy. Literally causes pain in the blood vessels and the skin and the bones. It's the singing. It's horrible. It's horrible. Smash, 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 smash. Sounds like a literal drunken parade with a cymbal person going like that. That's how stupid. What the hell are they selling? I'm the warrior. I'm the warrior. I'm the warrior. What is of what? Of crap? Of crappy songs? Shimmy, give me a cheese with nothing. Nothing? Le pont. I don't say that. Con pon ton. I don't know what it means. It's something that came out with. It means I comprehend. I guess. I don't know. I just say it sometimes. I'm not really into making up new languages and really trying to learn the old one. I used to remember, like, I can't stand when people do that through their teeth. And I didn't know why. Now I know why. And maybe they didn't do it for the same reason, but I think maybe they did. Maybe not. Can you hear all those frequencies? This phone is pretty sensitive. I remember somebody touched my phone, like barely didn't even touch their finger to it. Looked at it. This phone is really sensitive. I said, yes, I know. The lady to Penzana from the United Nations, as she wants me to see it. From the family where the daughter was raped by her stepfather, yes. Sexually molested. The only people offended are the offenders. You cover up child molestation and human trafficking, then what does that make you? That's right. An aider and a so-called abettor, whatever, always making up new words, an aider of human traffickers and child molesters because you covered it up. Now, I understand it is the glory of a man and a woman or pet or family member to overlook a transgressor. Absolutely. But not unrepented and presently a crime. It's a big difference. Isn't this horrible music? Let's see what people said. That's my local McDonald's. Nancy456-Lover. Casey Hills. KASECY. Cascai. Casey. Hills. Hi. Hello. Hi. I don't know, some kind of symbol. I don't know what that is. Yasmin Love Abda. He said hi. Katarzin Podsayadlai. Zin makes me cry reference in there. Katars Y. No, Katar Zin CYN. Napol Sayadlai 1937. What kind of music do you like? Music that heals, not kills. This message is held for review. View message. Diplomatic_throwback. I can fit 12 Lego bricks in my palm. No, don't hold back those comments. Let them put it. This is not for children. Let them put it if that's what they want to say. It's wrong. It's wrong to say those things. Especially when you're shown that it's wrong. The stuff that they made me do whilst I was drugged and hypnotized is humiliating. It's embarrassing, to say the least. Horrible singing. So abusive. So abusive. Singing is abusive. It's not higher love, it's lower. Bad vibrations. People who long to be entranced are addicts, right? What? People who long to be entranced are not thinking naturally and don't have pleasure in natural things. This is horrible music, and EQing is so compressed and such a robbery. Even with one voice and one drum, the padding, the compression, the snakery, the snake oil. Yeah, you could call it that because it sounds like oil. being poured over your ears so that you can't hear it. Right? That EQing, that compression, that vocal, it's rape. It's just rape. It's just rape. That's what it is. It's mental, sexual, sonic, physical, chemical, emotional, pseudo spiritual, visual rape. It's visual because it doesn't allow you to have a clear headspace.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Think about how fast I get there. Think about what's waiting on the other side.
Right? That compression is sickening, isn't it? It's just so coated in compression it sounds like a slug.
The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking. Sometimes I'm down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but because of moments I'm gonna remember what's there. Just gotta keep going and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. And sometimes I'm gonna have to live. Think about how fast I get there. Think about what's waiting on the other side.
Yes, that was Micah chapter 7, verse 18, 19. We're starting at 15. And then 20, I usually just change it. Instead of saying Abraham and Jacob or whatever, I just say the Messiah that thou hast promised to our fathers since days of old. That thou hast sworn to our fathers from days of old. Thou shalt perform the mercy that thou hast sworn unto our fathers from days of old. It's only afforded to a certain genealogy. Is it indeed mercy? Is that indeed greater than sacrifice? No. That's why precept must be upon precept, and line upon line. And all scripture, good and bad, profitable for reproof, teaching, correction, Jew of the heart, circumcision of the heart, of the conscience. Not written on tablets of stone, but tablets of flesh, not with a surgeon's scalpel, with a conscience, a constitution.
These are days never before have and promise will the whole world be romantic. And as you feel
Right? No matter how hard you listen, you can't understand what she said because she's unconfidently mumbling. So it's somebody emanating but not sharing. Somebody communicating nothing, only for their own selfish purpose.
let me touch it over with desire. To be part of me. In every hour, every moment, then you, I'll understand again. It's true, then you, I'm touched by something I don't know I'm doing. You,
Wonder what inspired her to say you like that.
think,
No, it wasn't Satan, it was me. Doesn't matter how old this song is. Live karaoke version, overlays, layers, remixes. What? Seeing how's about blah blah blah? What? Be inside and won't speak, saying what? Be inside what? Oh my lord. No wonder she's mumbling. Right? That kick drum is a robbery, right? Boom, 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 boom. All that 16 beat, it's a robbery. Right? They're so interested in showcasing the bass guitar there that you can't even hear the lyric. On top of that, he's mumbling on purpose. This music's, I don't want to even focus on this music. I want my children. I want a place to sleep today. I don't have a place to go. And I'm forced to listen to the worst music I've ever heard. See it? They blast and blast and blast. And then when they have the attention and somebody's trying to listen, like I'm trying to hear what he's saying, he's going because the song is horrible and he knows it.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, took you home and be a woman. Show me how you do. I wanna take down and look loud. Oh, you. Hey, I heard you like a wild Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Took you home and be a woman. Show me how you do. I wanna take down and look loud. That's beginning.
Oh no, did you see that? Yes, right. That was the last comment. Oh, I gotta hit show. Another moderator handled this. I didn't ask anybody to moderate my channel. Let them say what they want to say. I don't have to agree with it. That's what they did. They blocked my video. The police. They said it was a copyright infringement. Okay, do that. Go to it.